Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pokemon Casino. We've got another price guide, another price checkout today because I know when you woke up this morning you were wondering, wow, it's been 4 months since VSTAR Universe was released. I wonder how the cards are being priced or trading right now. So to make sure that it's not bugging you anymore, let's dive right into VSTAR Universe Price Guide March 2023 edition. But before we dive into it, remember, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's continue to grow in the channel. I hope you guys find this information useful or insightful because as I said, this was released December the 2nd, 2022. So 4 months, give or take. Back then, 1 week after release, a booster box was selling for $100 and now also $100. So is this price justified? Why is it still so expensive? Do the singles basically reflect or make it a fair value or a good buy? Let's check it out. So what cards do you have to pull in order to recoup your cost? So let's go check it out. What is number 13 on this list? I know it's a bit weird, but it's because of the different sets that I grouped them in. So number 13, we've got the Charizard VSTAR. So back in December, it was $40. Now it's $34. And just to let you know, there's a bit of wonky price movements in here because one, I price it out of yen first, but then I used also that current date's Forex or foreign exchange rate. So because the foreign exchange, I believe, has increased, as in US dollar is stronger now, but the yen pricing may have changed, so it might have gone down on yen pricing, but then offset a little bit by the currency appreciation. But you see here for Charizard V, it's gone down $6 here. I do think this card is going to go up still because it is a Charizard. It's an amazing looking Charizard card too, with Venusaur in the background, like I think after a battle with it. The card price chart you may remember from the first price check video 1 week after release, so I just left it there for everyone to see how it moved basically from day 0 to 1 week later. So that same word of advice, if you're looking to buy cards, it's probably best not to buy it within the first week. Let it settle down a little bit, let the hype die down. But here you go at number 13, Charizard V. And then next up, we've got the Origin for Palkia and DIALGA at 11 and 12. So this has actually gone down. It used to be 10th and 11th place. But you can see that both Palkia and DIALGA were both $70, but now they're both sort of moving in sequence down to 53. So a pretty big price drop there. I think for how amazing these cards look, they are ultra rares. Full disclosure, I picked this up myself as well. I've actually picked up a number of these sets to get graded. So I think $53 is a pretty good price for it. So I think it's just going to be stable. I think it's going to be moving too much, but great looking cards nonetheless. And next up, what do we got? We've got that awesome pair of cards. We got the Charizard and MEWTWO VSTAR SARs. So this one actually dropped as well. It was 8th and 9th, it dropped 9th and 10th, so it dropped 1 spot each. There's a trend there, right? The back cards have dropped. What has gone up though? So let's stay tuned to see. Charizard right now, still the more expensive one because it is Charizard, obviously. It's $61 right now. It used to be $70. The MEWTWO, $38 now. It's actually gone up a bit. But the MEWTWO was $35. I think that's a fair because the MEWTWO card, I think, just looks so good. With it going to be launching its Shadow Ball. So I think it's fair. I think this pair is going to continue going up in the long run just because of how great they look. So that's just my guess, but I think as this sort of not gets printed, it sort of moves on to other sets. I think the scarcity will drive these value or drive these cards value. I did pick up 2 boxes of VSTAR Universe lately. I got them from the Pokemon Center. They just had them on there for retail, so how could I resist? But next up, what do we got after this amazing pair of cards? It is Cynthia's Ambition. So this one has dropped 1 spot from 7th to 8th. It is now $61. It used to be $84, so a pretty heavy drop. So those that bought it before, ouch, a bit ouch over there. It's a good looking card, but I don't think it's garnering too much attention or demand. Does the price drop? I think it's just being sort of semi-inflated by stores to keep it up at that rate. but overall I think it might go down over time just because not many people are talking about it. People have moved on to those crazy SAR trainer cards, right? So that is my prediction. But at number 7, what are we seeing? Friends in SINNOH. So this one is interesting. It's basically gone from rank 12 to rank 7. And this is a great looking card with all the trainers in here, with Cynthia obviously out there as well. My prediction is that this might go up. So it's only gone up $2, but then it's because everything else has gone down so much that it's sort of moved up, quote unquote, right? So it's an interesting one. It has moved up in yen pricing, I think, as well. So we'll see how this one moves over time. But a really cool one to have in the binder. I don't think it's like too sought after, but I think over time, just because of how cool it is, that scarcity value again over time might increase the value of this card, but probably not too much, I'm guessing. At number 6, we have Friends in HISUI. So the other card in this set, the other SR card, secret rare, with a bunch of trainers in it. This one is, I think, a lot more sought after because it's the HISUI one. With Arita, obviously, is a fan favorite, especially with her flute pipe. This one is $76. It has actually gone down from the $87 price, but it's kept its ranking because everything else has fallen a little bit. So I do think this card's going to continue going up in price. It just seems like a really beautiful card. So that's my prediction. At number 5, what do we got here? We've got the amazing pair of GIRATINA and ARGEUS VSTAR, the remaining 2 cards in the UR set, the gold URs. Absolutely stunning looking cards. I graded like 3 or 4 sets of these, hoping to get sequential 10s. Let's see what we happen. Stay tuned for that PSA reveal. Hopefully it'll be coming soon. I know they are grading those cards already for PSA, so once they actually be taking about a week to send back to Hong Kong. So interesting to see what will happen. But these cards have dropped in price. And you know what? Pretty dramatically, even for such amazing cards. I think it's because they aren't too hard to pull, I think. So the pull rates have been pretty good. People that want it have been basically got them already. So if there's another print run that's about to come, I expect a little bit of price pressure, but over time, I still think my price prediction is going to go up. And as you can see here, the GIRATINA is now $136, down from $168. And then from ARGEUS card, it's $97, a pretty big tumble of about like $50, right? Down from $146. So pretty big price tumbles. I forget what I bought it at, but probably at more expensive prices than this, unfortunately. But we'll see how those returns come back from PSA. Very interesting, I think, this card set. I think they just look great. So over long term, I'll love to keep that binder, that copy having the binder, and maybe even just some singles as well if I don't get them graded. But at number 3, what do we have? Alessa's Sparkle, of course. And you know what? This card has gone up in value. So it's $189 now versus $183. I think people just really like Alessa. And people use this in like Mew decks as well. So I think there's like a little competitive reason why people are keeping this card or want this card as well for a flex in their deck. And there's also a little Pikachu in the background. You got to see it in the top left corner. So is that the Pikachu effect? Probably not. It is Alessa. I think people just really like this card. So I think it's going to be stable. Around $200 seems a fair price to me for a waifu card. I don't think it's like Marnie territory cards. So, but over time, who knows? Maybe it'll go up because of the scarcity value. But at number 2, who are we coming up with? Arita, the previous champ of the VSTAR Universe set. Arita here is the same price that it used to be in December at $227. So it's basically stabilized since that time. To be honest, in yen pricing, it's actually gone down, but because of the foreign exchange, it's got a little boost from there. So it used to be number 1, it's now number 2. Great looking card. I think it's a bit underrated, to be honest. At $227, I'd be curious how I'd be stocking up a few of these ones as well and getting them graded to see in the long term if there's going to be any demand for it. That's sort of, it's a little punt or a gamble over there. But there's also other things I want. So again, problem of my life, story of my life, not enough money to go around and buy stuff, buy what I want. But anyhow, let's go on with the number 1 card. What is over $227? It is Pikachu. That's right. The only way to get this card is to get it in an AR God Pack in the VSTAR Universe, which means the pull rates are super hard on this one. and it has gone up a lot from $183 to $300. The full set as well has gone up equally because of this Pikachu card. It's keeping it afloat. The full set of these 9 cards are going to cost you $436, up from $314. My price prediction is that because it's a Pika card, it's going to be going up over time. And it is such a cute card with Pikachu front and center on it, just looking adorable. By Koku Saito, I think this card is a long-term hold. It is such a beautiful card. Deserves the #1 spot, I think. I just love Pokemon cards a bit more than trainer cards. So there you go. That is my price prediction. So if you remember, a VSTAR Universe box was $100. So basically, what did you have to buy in order to break even? And you basically had to get either this ARGEUS card or this GIRATINA. So either the top 4 or 5 cards in order to break even on this box, which means it's not too bad because there are a lot of cards which are like double the price of it, right? So I think VSTAR Universe is still a pretty fun box to rip open. Lots of hits in it with the AR cards that you can pull, and also SARs and SRs, and you can also get double secrets in them. So a really fun one. $100 seems to be a bit expensive. You can find it for a deal. I'd pick it up, you know what? Pick it up to crack open. I think it's fun. But anyhow, if you guys are going to be opening up packs before my next video, I wish you the best of luck. If not, until the next one, bye-bye.